Bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Giants. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On first down, Jones. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll bring up second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Sliding out of the pocket. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Fights through, and now a crease. 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
3-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones is complete to Golden Tate. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Golden Tate.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Giants.
Jones on first down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. There he goes, right side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Ravens 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Coverage defensively.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
First and 10 at the 46.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up
from the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Mark Ingram.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. This is the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 3-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
Matt Judon.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Got a man, Slayton. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 45 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
On the carry.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now
so on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Ravens.
So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great one...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
His kick.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Golden Tate's gonna go, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
To Golden Tate.
Golden Tate with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Giants.
Off play action. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Brings up second.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Jones. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
To Golden Tate.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Another try for Barkley. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Carrier.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Here's Jones. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field. And he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Giants 24, Ravens 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, Jones. He'll buy some time right, and that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Caught right side, Tate. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
To Golden Tate.
Golden Tate with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Giants 31, Ravens 21. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson over the middle, Cooper with it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
For Darius Slayton, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a run with a fullback Johnson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 36 now, first and 10. To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
4 more yards.
That one goes for 24 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10, right at the 40. Throwing is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack, Jackson. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Jackson from the shotgun. He may try and run. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Operating from the gun, Jones. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they get into Ingram. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
From the ball carrier, Logan Ryan on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6.
From the 24, Jackson going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Giants 31. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Oh, what a catch there by Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The Giant ball carrier, Chuck Clark on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 37-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. Catch made by Slayton. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. His throw incomplete.
Jones on the keeper.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And 6 yards to go.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be out right at the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Gain of 27 on the play.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Jones throwing again. Wide open receiver, complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Eluding the pressure right, and they're able to get this one across the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Right there, 54 Mike. Here we go.
Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Jackson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
31-yard line.
Now Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. The 30. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead.
40. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off.
Number 21, Mark.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Escaping the pressure right. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Final score.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Ravens, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.